Welcome to Nathan going live, helping you scale your online brand. I help founders build brands, help them have content that scales, ads that convert. I help people really kind of dial things in. Today, we're going to audit Dr. Randy Freeman. We're going to go through his profile, kind of evaluate and understand what he's doing with his content, what is his social media strategy, what's his online strategy, maybe kind of look at, anticipate maybe how he's getting clients, how he could get more clients, how much more revenue he can make if he kind of looked at optimizing his social media channel for building that authority online that's going to attract more clients to him. And so if you're a doctor online, this might be practical for you, or this could be helpful for you, Randy. Hopefully this is a blessing to you. I want to be able to walk through kind of just giving you a full audit, a full live, a kind of breakdown of if I were in your shoes, what I would do to kind of really kind of ramp up your business of everything like this. And so we're doing a live right now, walking through how Randy can do this. So I help, just a quick synopsis is I help people do this full time. So if you're wanting to build a media and sales team, you're wanting to look at how to build some of this. I work with faith-driven CEOs. I was a pastor for years. I ran a marketing agency for 9 years before I sold that company. And then I did sales and I did really well. And then I started managing the sales training and everything like this for millions of dollars every single month. And now I teach people how to build an online business, really kind of looking at how to build an audience online, how to grow and scale, build a media team so that if you wanted to work 3 to 5 hours and build an amazing authority online, that's how you want to look at this overall. And so I'm going to walk you through some of this together and kind of show some slides too around how to build the whole strategy in place. So Randy Freeman here, psychiatrist, advanced TMS, ketamine, reset your brain, reclaim your life, treatment and depression, anxiety, free consult, link here. So some of the stuff that's real important out the gate is we literally have milliseconds to impress, milliseconds to engage. If they see a picture, they're like, hey, this is friendly or this is real, maybe I would try to put maybe his picture where it's cropped a little bit closer, more like professional view. Like I tried to do this with like mine where it's like just really short and clear, like, and it has good background, good lighting. I would maybe look at some of that. And if I'm saying I'm a doctor, I mean, having a doctor persona, like I've seen this, like even in Hollywood and the essence of this, if you have a white lab coat or something that kind of visually says that you're a doctor, I think that would probably help you stand out quite a bit with some of this. And then you have your name here. So I don't know if you need to have your name here. You have it also here, right? So I don't think in the bio here, and the reason why I'd say the bio is important is because people skim. So I like that we chunked it down like this. I'd probably use more emojis on the side. Like even mine has this where you have like emojis on the side because people skim. And so it needs to be really short and sweet and clear of like how that looks to kind of reset the brain. But this is where if I'm not clear on this, and we're going to dive into this to understand this, can this doctor help me remotely or do I have to be in a specific location? So if I looked at his website, it looks like he is in Rhode Island. So is this profile just taking clients in Rhode Island? I should probably state that, Randy, right? Like I help serve, I'm a psychiatrist in Rhode Island. So if you're a Rhode Island resident, you need help with, rewiring your brain and reclaiming your life. This is how I'm going to help you with advanced TMS and ketamine, right? The treatments of depression, where if like you have depression or anxiety, as a psychiatrist, I'm going to help you rewire, reset your brain so you can have your life. And you don't even need to state, this because I don't even know what that is. It's like maybe some drug or sediment or vitamins that help me with my depression is what I'm guessing here. But most clients, they're like, I just feel depressed and anxiety. And so I'm coming to a doctor to help me with whatever. And you might have a solution for this, but really it's like, I just don't know. Like I need the I help statement in the bio to claim and clarify who I help and how I help them. I help Rhode Island residents with depression, and anxiety, rewire their brain and reclaim their life. DM me down below for a free consult, like something like that, where it cuts through the noise. Hopefully this is helpful for anybody that's a doctor or that's looking at this. If this is you, Randy, You literally have milliseconds to get attention. So if they're seeing some of your content that's going out, are they going to like click on this and engage in that post, let alone go to your profile and let alone click on this link here? This needs to be really quick and really easy and really professional. And so that's important with the bio. And then call to action with the link. He has this free consult. Okay, you could do a lead magnet, you could do a workshop, you could do a training, or you could say, hey, call now, or whatever. You need to have it really easy as a clear call to action for someone that you can serve them and have them dialogue and have a conversation. Okay. The highlights here is to really kind of look at how you're helping them. So I would probably have like a start now here or start here so they understand who you are, right? Because I don't know Randy from anywhere, right? Or what they could do. So you need to tell your story of why you're a doctor and how you've served people. And then you want testimonials, right? Maybe there's a clinic, so it's like they want to come and preview it beforehand. Like that's good. That's one picture I'd do, like a walkthrough that explains ketamine. But like it needs to like daily quotes that does nothing to capture someone's attention to come in. The therapy, maybe this is a little bit more about, this is cool. That doesn't make any sense. Like this stuff doesn't help. I wouldn't do that. But it just needs to be real clear on that. And then you have the opportunity of doing pinned posts. So it doesn't look like we have pinned posts at all, but it looks like we're posting more consistent. So that's 4 hours, 4 hours ago, 1 day ago, 2 a day, looks like 3 a day. I don't know when that goes. 1. So we're trying to build some consistency of looks, which is good. I'd come up with the strategy of what this looks like. And then what I would do is I would just examine after a week of doing this of what's converting the highest. Is it these visual, like the reels that perform the best? And if it does the reels the best, then you want to do more of it. If it's these like educational slides like this, then you want to probably really kind of capture that as like every other day. Try to evaluate each week what's working so that you're working toward the engagement. And then you can have call to actions with everything. Like here's a call to action, schedule appointment today. So we're proud to be the only clinic in Rhode Island to offer this. So it looks like he's wanting to drive people to Rhode Island. So those are going to be the polarizing things that you got to look at within the content and your bio of like, if you're a Rhode Island resident, in this area and you need help with depression, anxiety, that's the type of stuff that we need to create content around consistently and just make sure that the people that are following him are people from Rhode Island to be your ideal client. Okay. So that's Instagram. Let me look here at his LinkedIn page here. So I would try to look at this. The heading here needs to be the same like bio thing. I help Rhode Island residents with depression and anxiety. Right? The about page here needs to have a call to action with this. Looks like saying go to this website, but I would make it a little more engaging, like an offer sheet, like really engaging, maybe add a few different emojis, maybe a little bit longer. I'd probably think like 4 or 5 paragraphs that's engaging with the challenge. So it's not just about you. It's like I work with clients with anxiety and depression. Here are the challenges, typically list out the challenges. Here are the solutions that people get. And you just hit those different things. If you have any of these symptoms or challenges, like DM me or message me and we can have a conversation about seeing if we can help serve you. That needs to be the call to action in the about page, because anything that we do on social needs to be client facing, because the goal for any social media, guys, is to get more leads and more revenue. So every piece of content, the stories, everything needs to kind of drive awareness and clarity around how you can serve people. So if this is just about you, it's not a net to grab people. It's like, this is just a glorified business card. And that's not what your social media is designed for. It's to clarify how do you get more leads and revenue. Even the social media stuff that we have that's reposting, it needs to be gathering new clients. And, that's going to be the key thing. So it looks like right here, child and adolescent psychiatrist. So again, like, are we helping kids? Are we helping kids with depression, anxiety? Or are we looking at helping anybody in Rhode Island, right? This is where it sounds like it's more like focused on kids treatment. This training actually helps treat adults too. So this doesn't help encourage me to feel like you know what if it's doing child and adults. Like I would clarify, hey, I help people in Rhode Island. This can also help children and adults. So I have confidence now that you service both, not like this where it's like this works for children, but it also going to work for adults too. That doesn't give me a confidence as an adult that you can help me, because it's saying I mostly help children, but then I can also help adults, right? It's like you're not specialized in just it, but if you're doing both, you could say I help people in Rhode Island, child and adult with depression and anxiety. And then you could list out the symptoms and other things like that that really kind of help you stand out as a person that knows. And then even the background here, I wouldn't have a banner of this. It would be like clarifying, like what are the touch points that I can get people clear that I can serve them in Rhode Island if you're a child or adult that deals with anxiety or depression. And DM me down the word. Like you want as many front-facing billboards and opportunities to show that you know how to serve them and use that as a net to get ideal clients in the doors for you. So even with a website, so if I'm looking at Donald Miller's strategy with the story brand, he really clarifies the importance of having what you do and how you help people. And it can't be cute, right? Like again, I don't know what TMS and ketamine are. Maybe I'm just dumb to know this, but I can imagine that some supplement for that. So I would more face this of like who I help and how I help them. So again, if it's anxiety or health, that's what I would focus on. I bring it over to the left. I mean, this is not bad, but and then you want, the main call to action to book online, free consultation, book online. Let's see what this looks like. The breakdown of some of it, the other treatments. Yeah, I mean, this is just complicated. When I see this, I'm not sure. This is just too wordy. I don't know what any of these mean. I'm anxious and depressed, and I need your help. Andy, what do I do? I don't know what ketamine is. I don't know if I need psychiatry. I don't know if I need telehealth, or even knowing the dollar amount. Like, I just need help, right? And so this is what we need to kind of understand with the client's, shoes. Like, if you're depressed and anxious and I'm looking for help, I need to be as easy as possible to connect and have you evaluate if you can serve me or not. And if you clarify, like I can help people in telesales, that's different. I need to say I can help anybody with anxiety, right? So your content, everything needs to be facing for that. So when I'm looking at, that piece of content that said, if you want to schedule like this one, I'm proud to clinic Rhode Island, it seems like we're not sure who we're serving. If we're serving both, great. But what is your online persona doing? Is it going to attract anybody and everybody, or is it mostly in Rhode Island? And that's what I'm not sure about as I'm looking at your website and then even like the booking page. This is just too much and overwhelming, and I need to clarify. So this is stuff good maybe for repeat clients, but not for new clients. And then, I mean, it's great that you have this stuff. Those are like solutions for it, but it's like we haven't even like prescribed yet that person because we don't know. So I think we need to really kind of clarify some more around this and call to actions, and then free consultation. I fill out my information. Like if someone's truly hurting, like I feel like what's going to happen is they might fill this out, but they're going to go do that at 5 or 6 other places. So you need to be really clear on like how you can help them and gather that and be really quick to serve, right? So if you're working with someone, you need to collect that lead and be able to set up automations or systems so they feel like they're being heard and they don't need to go look and research for anybody else. Okay. So this is really where it's like when we're looking at the lead getting side of it, everything needs to be optimized for client facing for whatever it is. For clients or children, not sure on that. If it's for depression, anxiety, if it's, I don't need to say it's for TMS or ketamine quite yet. I mean, that might be the solutions. Like that might be the mechanism that you can look at and clarify. Like, you can state that you're, that, but it needs to be really a hook and clear. And then the content strategy needs to be dialed in. Just having a bunch of that goes out is if we're not clear on your offer or who you're helping, that's going to be a challenge to be able to craft a strategy and a game plan. And volume for unclarity and uncertainty is not going to help the solution. You got to get really clear who you're helping and how you're helping them, and then come up with a strategy, have people to respond as quick as possible, and then you could run specific ads to really dial in more of those ideal clients in Rhode Island or online people that need this challenge solved. Okay. Hopefully today's live is helpful. If you want a free workshop or a free school group that goes over a bunch of training like this to get things dialed in, go check out, my account in Instagram and DM me workshop to send you a free training on how to build this out. I go in depth with a 10 to 15 minute training that goes over how to build this out. And then just engage more content, like and follow. And then also check out my YouTube account. We have some more, and then I have a free school group to serve you as the highest level I possibly can. Thanks for tuning in today with Scaling with Nathan, and we will see you on the next live.